It's week 17 of the 2025 season, and this one features Hunter Henry. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Patriots and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side taking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. But a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down. Here's Hall once more, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, ball at the 36. They're throwing it. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the air on first down, May. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. And he'd already matched the career best of Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes at 50 passing touchdowns. That score now makes him only the second quarterback to reach 51 in 1 year. And leaves just one man ahead of him, Peyton Manning, at his single-season mark of 55. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Hall. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Pass play now. Hall there to haul it in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They give on second to Hall. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, looking to throw. On target to his man Gage. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And with just this and one more game to go this season, he's 2 good weeks away from leading the league in passing yards for the year. That one complete to Hopkins. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
May now from the gun. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
May now to throw on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll only need a few inches here on 3rd down. Running for it with Stevenson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
1st down throw for May. Has it in close. And he has the New England touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Xavier Gibson now to return. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. Now here comes the New York offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. To throw here on 1st down. It's complete to Higbee. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Marte Mapu, the man on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hall running between the tackles. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the 1st down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 9. New set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. This is reeled in by Wilson. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. All down that time by Jonathan Jones. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
He's going to throw this one. Cut near the goal line. And in, touchdown, New York. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Point after converted from Badgley. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And with just one game to go after this one, a terrific campaign has him in position to lead the league in touchdown passes this season. May on 1st and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air yet again, May. Hits him on the in route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So it's the 2-minute warning in here from MetLife. The Patriots driving. Third and 4 coming up now. Here's made in the air. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this hit to the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Jets headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll throw on first. That throw finds Conklin. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him, the
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Hall. And he found a seam and burst this forward to the 25. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Patriots are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. That one complete to Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. To the air on 1st down, May. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, New England. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Airing it out to start this drive. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. This one intended for the running back. So 2nd down coming up. They go play action here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Coming right is Hall. And he's brought down for a loss. Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Marcus Jones, an all-pro, out to receive it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Patriots out in front. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Josh Allen leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Deontay Johnson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. To return this, Marcus Jones. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The visitors and Ramondre Stevenson getting the football back now. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. May now from the gun. He's going deep this time. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up second down. Third quarter starts with a run by Stevenson. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He'll get this to Henry. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. The give inside to Stevenson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 33 on second down. Looking right, and he finds him. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down. This is Stevenson. Down to the 10. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Stevenson hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21.
Jets 7. Joey Sly to kick off for the Patriots.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
They're going play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And that throw intended for Malachi Corley. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Throwing from the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st and 10, here's Stevenson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. He's got a gain of 6 there. Wrapped up on that play by big Quentin Williams. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. On the run, it's Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. They've got a man in motion. Stevenson. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots grow their lead yet again.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Patriots.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 28. That pass complete to Osborne. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking for a throw here. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Brought in right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing it again here. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sending a receiver left. It's Hall on the carry. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Slot receiver headed left. They'll run here on first down. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Hall there to haul it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Here he goes on the bootleg. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets making the scoreboard look a touch better. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots offense all set to go. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Stevenson with another carry. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd down, they go back to Stevenson. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Here's May. That's caught for the 1st. And he has the New England touchdown. And Peyton Manning has some well-earned company now in the record books. He's tied the single-season mark for passing touchdowns. That was number 55 on the season. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots continue piling on to this lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returnable from the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Catch made by Allen. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Back to throw. Throw caught by his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They go again with Stevenson. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Patriots keep running away with this. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots continue adding on to that lead.
Jets 14. Joey Sly to kick off for the Patriots.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.